The Midwest leads the nation to a new high for previously owned home sales. Plus, dorm living for adults, they're cropping up in big cities all over America. That's up next. Your real estate news starts now. Thank you for watching your real estate news. I'm your host, Stacy Hansen. Let's take a look at your headlines. A surge of previously owned home sales in the Midwest has led the nation to a 3-month sales high in April, and the National Association of Realtors says that indicates further improvements in the U.S. housing market during the busy spring selling season. According to Bloomberg, sales in the Midwest jumped over 12% to a 1.39 million pace. That's the strongest since December of 2006. Nationwide purchases climbed almost 5% from April of last year, and the median price of an existing home rose over 6% from the same time last year. The median home price is now at $232,500. That's the highest since June of 2015. NAR's chief economist said that the Midwest is the most affordable region of the country, and it's where the buyers still remain strong. He also acknowledged that inventories remain tight and a housing shortage still exists. But as he says, there's plenty of room to grow in the housing market. In the weeks since rock star Prince died and his heirs began to dispute over his estimated $300 million estate, it seems many Americans have moved drafting a will to the top of their to-do list. Since he died on April 21st without a known will, legal websites have seen a spike in estate planning activities, according to Money Magazine. LegalZoom.com has had a 46% increase in overall estate planning volume and a 20% increase in requests for attorney consultations. Another site, Rocket Lawyer, has seen a 57% increase in estate planning activity. USLegalWills.com experienced a 61% surge in the number of people completing a will in the weeks since Prince's death. Money reports that only 22% of Americans under 55 have a will. Prince's relatives are currently facing estate-ordered probate, which can be an expensive and time-consuming process. Estate lawyers say that every time a high-profile celebrity dies without a will, they see a flurry of estate planning activity with people from all walks of life. A new trend in dorm living for adults is popping up in big cities where rents have otherwise soared. The dorm-like apartments range from 175 square foot studios to 550 square foot 1 or 2 bedroom units, according to Realtor Mag. These co-living units are often furnished, and some even include maid service. Residents often share kitchens, lounges, and sometimes a bathroom. Social events like potluck dinners are often encouraged. Realtor Mag says the idea with these was originally to attract millennials, who were seeking both affordable housing and friend networks as they moved into the working world. But many of these dorms are also attracting retirees, empty nesters, and the recently divorced. Some experts see the co-living developments as a sort of throwback to the old room and board houses that were common in big cities 100 years ago. Those eventually fell out of style. Could that happen again? Well, experts see the risk for co-living investors is fairly low, since the buildings can always be converted back into standard rentals if need be. Stick around. We'll be right back with more real estate news right after this. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. With me now is Kirsten Goggin with Century 21. Welcome back, Kirsten. It's great to see you again.
Thanks, Stace.
And you've got some exciting news for us. First, you've got a new listing.
Yes, actually it's not even on the MLS yet. It will be Saturday the 14th, and I'm waiting on pictures that my photographer is getting out there on Friday. So it will be up and available for showings on Saturday the 14th with an open house the 15th from 2 to 4. It is a 3-bedroom condo in Middleton. It's a great location, Patty Lane right off of Donna Drive. And then it has just shy of 1,300 square feet. End unit, so lots of natural sunlight. It's got a big, beautiful maintenance-free deck off the side. It's got beautiful hardwoods, 3 bedrooms up, 2-car garage, and very low condo fees of $140 a month. Also has a wood-burning fireplace, and the seller just bought a ton of firewood, so that's included with the sale as well.
What more can you ask for? And I love those end units on condos too, because you kind of get the feeling of having your own house.
Makes all the difference. So
and it's quiet,
less
light.
shared wall with others, and then also, again, you're gonna have a lot more windows, so a lot more natural light.
And it's nice in the condos too. You're not having to mow your own lawn. And Middleton's a wonderful community too.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's a really kid-friendly neighborhood. There's a lot of kids in a park real close by, so it's a really great location.
That'd be a great one for a family or really anyone. Now you also have people that are ready to go. They're all dressed up, nowhere to go. They're ready to buy, but they cannot find what they're looking for on the market.
Yes, so homeowners, if you have, I've got a few different areas and locations here, but I've got some buyers that are looking for lakefront property on Lake Mendota. They want to be on the north side of the lake, either Waunakee or Middleton School District. And price really isn't an option for the right house, or they could, buy on the lower end and eventually remodel it or bulldoze and build. Or if it's a higher price point, they can certainly afford that as well. So if you are interested in selling and you are on Lake Mendota, please get a hold of me. You can reach me at kj@kjsellsmadison.com or my phone number, which should be scrolling below, 608-628-7572. I've also got buyers looking for East Madison or Sun Prairie. 2 bedrooms is fine, 1-car garage or more. They would prefer 3 bedrooms, but they're looking up to $215,000. So if you are thinking of selling, please get a hold of me so I can get my buyers through. We've exhausted everything that's currently available, and nothing floats their boat. They've wrote on a couple and didn't quite come together for a few different reasons, but it's a crazy hot seller's market out there.
That's a wonderful news. So if you've been on the fence and your property fits some of those descriptions, this might be the easiest route for you to go. Well, thanks so much. Always a pleasure to see you, Kirsten.
Thank you. Or if you're just wanting to list your house and it doesn't match what I'm looking for, there are buyers out there, so I will get it marketed and get it sold for you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Kirsten.
Thanks.
And welcome back. With me now is Diane Holmes. She's a realtor with RE/MAX Preferred. Welcome back, Diane. Good to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you for having me back.
Great to see you.
Nice to be here.
So what's it like out there right now in the real estate market?
Well, it's funny because right now, March Madness, people think about basketball. But in real estate, it is madness right now. And it's typical. March, April, and May are always our busiest selling seasons.
But that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. However, because there are more buyers than there are sellers right now, the good thing is for sellers, it's a seller's market. So they tend to get more for their property. But I'm looking for listings. So I would like to ask your viewing audience, if they're thinking about selling their home this year, to call me. And there's no obligation as far as listing with me, but I will give you a market study which shows how much your home is currently worth, give you staging advice, and also a free pre-listing home inspection, which means I'll have the home inspector go through your house and see if there's any defects that maybe you're not aware of, or the buyer will find later with their inspector. So it's good to know ahead of time.
Wow, that's great. I mean, they really can't lose with that. I mean, that's a great offer.
It is. And my number is 608-444-4409. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Now, do you have any houses for sale right now that you want to tell us about?
I do. And since preparing for this interview, Stacy, 2 of them have sold.
Oh, well, wow. Good for you.
But I'll mention them briefly just because they haven't closed yet. I have one in Fitchburg, 2803 Marledge Street, for $249,900, 3-bedroom, 2-bath for about 2,100 square feet, and then there's a gorgeous screen porch and a gourmet kitchen. But so hopefully it'll close. And the next one is 1012 Hillview Drive, and that is in the village of Black Earth. It's $210,000, 2,100 square feet, and this also has an offer. But let me tell you about the other ones that are still available. The first one is on Lake Mendota. It's 5378 Bluebill Park Drive. It's listed for $625,000. It's about a 10-year-old home. It's gorgeously appointed. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, over 4,000 square feet of living space, and a beautiful pier and a beautiful location. And the next one, I will jump over to Lake Monona, and this one is 4931 Toniawatha Trail. It's listed for $725,000. It's smaller. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, about 2,000 square feet, and it's kind of perched on a hill with a gorgeous view of the Capitol.
Well, those all sound great. I'm not surprised that they're going so quickly.
I know.
Thanks so much for stopping by, Diane.
Hey, thank you so much, Stacy. I'll hope to see you again soon.
And stay tuned. And welcome back. I'm now with Andrew Kimball. He's the owner of Kimball Realtors. Good to see you again, Andrew. So what's going on in the Wisconsin Dells market today?
Well, you know, up in Wisconsin Dells, we do a lot of condominiums and vacation homes, and this is the time of year when it gets really, really busy. I think everyone in our office is literally booked about 2 weeks out right now, so it's really busy. A lot of buyers out there looking for things and sellers getting things on the market, so just lots of stuff happening up in the Wisconsin Dells area. Very busy.
Exciting times. Can you give us an example of any new listings you've got?
Yeah, we just took on a new listing at 9266 Oakleaf Lane. It's in Wisconsin Dells. It's in the Oakleaf Estates subdivision. It's over 2,600 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, beautiful home, large family room with an open concept cathedral ceilings. It has 6.9 acres. It's just minutes from downtown Wisconsin Dells. It's also in the Wisconsin Dells School District, and it just has spectacular views, just beautiful views and scenery there. And it's priced at just $379,000, just beautiful home. It could be a great vacation home for someone, or it could be a primary residence as well.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful, as you said. Now, I see here you also have a new website.
Yes, we just went live about 2 weeks ago with WisconsinDellsHomesForSale.com, and it's a really easy to use website. It's very similar to Zillow or Realtor.com, but it doesn't have a lot of the advertising on it. It's our private website, and it's got a super easy to use search feature to it. It updates from the MLS every 15 minutes, so you always have the most accurate information. Things are selling really fast right now, so it's good to know what's came on the market or what has actually got an offer on it also. And for sellers, it has a real easy to use home evaluation feature too.
Now, is there a cost for this website?
No, it's a free website. It does ask you to sign up for a membership when you sign up on it, but there's no cost for the membership. But that allows us to get you new information as soon as it comes on, as far as the new listings, or if something as you've looked at has gone pending or has sold also, but there's no cost for that membership.
That's great news. Now, can sellers still get their home listed for this selling season?
Well, yes, like I said before, it's really busy right now up in the Wisconsin Dells area. There are a lot of buyers out there, but there's still things that buyers are looking for that's not on the market yet. So if you give us a call now, we can still get you on the market during this selling season. Like I said, it's real busy, but we'll find a way to fit you in. You give us a call, and we'll still be able to get you on the market.
Great. Now, if someone decides to take advantage of that, do you have any tips for sellers to just kind of increase their appeal to those buyers out there?
Yeah, one of the things that sellers don't often do is really take a good look at the outside of their house. Oftentimes, you know, they just pull in their garage and go right in the house. So you want to pull up to your house as if you were a prospective buyer, because the first impression can really make or break a sale, or it can also make or break the value that the buyer perceives for your home. So you want to pull up like the buyer would and take a really good look at your house and see, you know, does it need power washing on the outside? Is there mulch that needs to be redone, or plants that could be redone? Because that first impression, that curb appeal really makes or breaks the sale. So anything a seller can do to kind of look at their home the way a buyer would and address some of those issues before the buyer comes can really make a big difference.
Anything else you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, just remember that website. You know, it's really easy to remember because WisconsinDellsHomesForSale.com, and it's super easy to use. So if you go on there, buyers or seller, either one, it's a really super easy to use website. WisconsinDellsHomesForSale.com. Thanks.
Definitely check that out. Well, thanks for stopping by, and stay tuned. And welcome back. With me now is Josh Slavic with Keller Williams. Welcome back, Josh. Thanks for coming today. So what's happening in real estate this month?
Hey, thanks for having me on, Stacy. Things have been definitely busy. We actually celebrated having a record month as a team. We finished #1 in our office out of almost 80 agents, so very grateful for that. I definitely couldn't have done it without my amazing team, though, and their dedication to helping our clients.
Congratulations on a great month. So what else is going on for you?
Hey, thanks for asking. So first quarter sales are up. You know, we're about 1.5% ahead of where we were last year, which last year was the second best year on record. Our sale prices are up about 4.5% for Dane County. You know, we're really back to pre-recession levels for both sales and prices. But the big news is that, you know, active listings that are currently available is down 30%. From this time last year with only 2 months of inventory, which means it's really, there's big competition for the best homes, and many going for the asking price or possibly even more.
Wow, good news for home sellers then, right?
Yeah, definitely great news for home sellers. Actually, one thing we typically see during a seller's market is that more potential sellers might be considering trying to sell it on their own without using a real estate agent, going the for sale by owner route, which is interesting from my perspective as an agent, right? Because last year we helped 48 people with their move. Compare that to someone who hasn't sold a home in 10 or 20 years. It leads to a number of problems. Some I see usually are that they price too high or maybe too low. Maybe they're not sure how to handle multiple offers. Plus there's the added legal risk. It's kind of like someone, if they were going to try to put together their own television program and, using their own equipment and had no experience. I mean, I don't know. How good do you think they'll be?
Yeah, exactly. So now if you lived in your house a while waiting for the market to kind of come back after the recession, it sounds like we're there, right?
Yeah, we're definitely there. I'd say, if you've been in your home at least 4 or 5 years, your home may be worth way more than you think. We have a constant pulse on the market, and we can discuss current home values with you. Actually, we have very active buyers looking right now in Monona, East Madison, West Madison, Sun Prairie, Fitchburg, especially under $300,000.
Any other areas where you're seeing kind of this increase in demand or maybe some opportunities for people out there?
Yeah, so our office is in Monona, and we're kind of sandwiched right between Lake Monona and Lake Waubesa, and so we're kind of seeing a lot of different people coming out on the lakefront looking at waterfront homes, or other people might be considering building their new dream home. So seeing some more people looking at new construction. We actually put together a comprehensive guide for people that might be considering building new construction where we compare the various builders in the area. So those are some of the other opportunities I'm seeing.
Lots of exciting opportunities out there. Well, thanks so much for stopping by again. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. My next guest is TV celebrity carpenter Kate Campbell. She's appeared on HGTV shows Decked Out, Disaster Decks, and Homes on Homes. She's joining us today from a beautiful outdoor living space in Virginia to share with us the latest outdoor living trends. So Kate, you've created a lot of buzz in the industry. What first drew you to building and construction, and do you have any advice for other women out there that might be looking to get into it?
I've always been extremely active, but I didn't know what I wanted to do when I graduated high school. It wasn't until I took a Women in Skilled Trades course and I picked up a power tool and I built something tangible that I realized that I really loved the skilled trades. I'm detail oriented, I love problem solving, and it keeps me extremely active. So I always tell other women, if you're interested, just go out and try it, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because you just have to put yourself out there, and you never know what the outcome is going to be. Maybe you'll be the next carpenter.
Excellent advice. So you're obviously very good at what you do. Can you give us some tips on how to bring the indoors, or the indoors outdoors?
Yes, yeah. It's sometimes confusing, but yes, the biggest trend this year is bringing the indoors outdoors, and we are able to do that because there's been so many advances with all-weather materials and fabrics and furniture and accessories. So basically anything that you can do inside, you can do outdoors as well.
So I hear you're a big fan of comfort zones. Can you kind of describe what those are?
I do. I love comfort zones, and I think it's important to incorporate comfort zones in your outdoor space. For example, my comfort zone would be reading a book on a lounge chair in a reading nook, or in a hammock and a glass of wine. And this homeowner's comfort zone is more an outdoor TV with some outdoor composite cabinetry and a nice couch to lounge on and watch the game. So it's more important to figure out what your comfort zone is and incorporate that into your outdoor space.
So maintaining a deck can be very difficult. We see a lot of you working with decks on your shows. Is there any way that you can enjoy one without having so much labor with it?
Yes, there is. Wood decks look good at first, but you have to maintain them year after year after year. And that's why, to me, composite's a no-brainer. I'm actually sitting on a beautiful Trex Transcend Havana Gold deck, and you never have to paint it or sand it or stain it, and it won't rot, crack, warp, or splinter. And the best part about this product is that it's 95% recycled materials, so it's environmentally friendly as well, which is why I felt so inclined to partner with Trex.
A great product. So let me ask you this, how do you keep the fun going outdoors at night once the sun goes down?
You incorporate lighting. Lighting is often forgotten about when you're thinking about the whole deck design, but it's important because it extends the use into the night when it's dark. There's so many options when it comes to lights. There's riser lights, tread lights, spotlights, and accent lights, and also not forgetting about fire features. We have a beautiful outdoor fire pit here, and it acts as a natural congregation and conversation piece as well.
Looks very nice as well. How would you suggest that people can learn more about this?
They can visit Trex.com. It's an awesome tool for anyone looking to design their outdoor space. There's also a gallery of pictures that they can refer to, and if they're interested, order composite samples online so they can compare it to the architecture and style of their house.
And that sounds great. Well, thanks so much for meeting with us today. Lots of great tips. Special thanks to our guests for stopping by today and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. Be sure to join us again next week. I'm Stacy Hansen for the Real Estate News, making a positive impact and leading the real estate market.